what's up guys, Trevor here from Fit Lab. Today we're going to talk about some principles that can help you be more directed towards your goals, whether they be gaining strength, building muscle, or simply building endurance. So what we're going to focus on is time under tension. This is one approach that we like to take here at Fit Lab. I'm not saying it's the end-all be-all. Are there other methods that are effective? Yes, absolutely. But this one is one that we use and works really well. So for building strength, what we found is that, or what's been revealed in lots of literature and clinical testing, is that spending 15 to 20 seconds under tension is a great way to build strength. So if you're doing sets of 5, it should take you about 15 to 20 seconds to complete all those reps. For building muscle, for hypertrophy, you want to do 45 to 60 seconds under tension. So if you're doing sets of 10, but you're knocking them out really quick, doing it in 20 seconds, you're probably not getting a very good growth effect from that. Now, if it's at a weight where it takes you more like a minute to complete all 10 or 12 of those reps, however many you're doing, now you're probably eliciting a training effect and experiencing hypertrophy. All right. And then for endurance, anything beyond a minute, minute 10 or more is pretty good at eliciting an endurance effect. So the way that we control how long it takes you to do your set and rep scheme is by controlling your tempo. So we've got 4 phases in any rep. So you'll see here on all these I got 3 numbers. So 3, 2, x1 for the hypertrophy, say if you're doing 8 reps, 4, 2, 1, 1 for endurance, 1, 1, 1, 1 for 5. So I'll explain to you what these mean real quick. Okay, so the first number is the initial movement. So let's say you're doing a bench press hypertrophy, 8 reps. That first movement, descending from the starting position all the way down to your chest, should take you about 3 seconds. So you're going to do a nice controlled 3-second descent. Then we hit that number 2, that's the pause. Okay, so you're going to hold in the bottom of that position for 2 seconds, and then we get to the third, the returning movement, which we have an X here that simply means accelerate. Push it as hard as you can, and then finally we've got a 1, and that's for the time before you go into your next rep. So that's your rest. So that's 6 seconds per rep, multiplied by 8, that's 48 seconds to complete that. Now if you're doing this in this controlled manner, that's actually going to make your reps a lot harder than if you're just busting them out. You can take the same weight you're normally doing and just slow down the reps. You're meeting that time under tension requirements that we're talking about, and it's also just making those sets harder because you're moving slow and more controlled. You won't even have to go as heavy. It helps you control form and do it a lot safer. Same principle applies for the strength training. We got 1, 1, 1, 1. You're just 1 second at each, just trying to drive and develop that power. You do 4 seconds for 5 reps. Boom, you're at 20 seconds. You're right at the high end of that time under tension requirement for the endurance. And then same here, you're doing 10 reps for muscle endurance, 4, 2, 1, 1 times 10. That adds up to 80 seconds. We're still a little bit of ways from that, getting way above that minute 10. But just to give you an example, you could add 5 more reps on there, and you're into the muscle endurance phase. So again, not the end-all be-all, but a very effective method to direct your training towards the goals that you're actually looking for by simply controlling the tempo of your reps and making sure that the time under tension adds up to the optimal range for the goals that you're trying to elicit or that you're driving towards.